Ladies, gentlemen, fellow wrestling fans, today is Wacky Wrestling Wednesday. I do not have a singing voice, so that was not good. Not good at all, was it? Anyways, today's topic is me talking about the problem with WWE. Yes, and why WWE's was at an all-time high, and now it's starting to feel like the all-time low is about to hit us. I really do believe that we're about to hit an all-time low to the point where the fans and the wrestlers are going to end up having to take a stand and just tell corporates, yes men, that we are not going to be involved in all your antics and all that again. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, today's topic is the problem with WWE and TKO and what WWE's like. It's not just TKO, by the way. I'm also going to talk about the booking and the wrestlers involved and all that. But yeah, that's the video. We're about to get started. Ready, set, go. First, and the most important thing that I want to talk about is the prices. The prices. WWE, we gotta talk because in order to watch WWE on anything, I have to pay for Netflix, which Netflix is starting to get more expensive too. And then in order for that, I would have to pay for ESPN monthly. And then after that, I would have to get cable so that way I can watch it SmackDown on Friday. Or if I don't want to do that, I have to pay for a VPN. Like, what are we doing? And that doesn't even include the prices for merchandise. Like those shirts are like $40. That's outrageous. Uh, prices for seating is the biggest problem out of all of them. Like, I don't understand what WWE wants with the pricing, and the problem that started it all was John Cena's retirement tour because I could only imagine the amount of money that they got from John Cena's retirement tour. I mean, the belts, the shirts, the amount of old wrestling fans returning just to see John Cena retire and all that. Like, I know someone who's old, who's one of my grandparents, watched wrestling for John Cena's retirement. Like, dude, they're gone now. Okay? So now the big problem that is there is the void of John Cena not being there. A lot of wrestling fans left, yeah, for but WWE's playing it like if they never left and increasing prices. And I can't just blame it on John, but then they make it so obvious because John Cena's get to be there at Backlash. He was there at WrestleMania. That's already too many pay-per-views. He should have stayed away for at least a year and then came back for the Hall of Fame next year. Or if you're gonna have him there this many times, have him be in the Hall of Fame this year. Oh my God, no, I hate to say it, this sounds bad, but AJ Styles' retirement Hall of Fame speech was kind of a waste because they only had to be like 5 minutes. Like the person who felt like the headliner was Stephanie McMahon with how much time she was given. The amount of pricing that WWE is giving us fans is hurting me because it is too expensive to be a wrestling fan now. It really is. And it's such a shame. Like there is photos of wrestling tickets from 19 or early 2000s and front row seating was like only like $400. Now it is $40,000. You imagine showing these prices to someone back then? Granted, I know we evolved and technology and all that, and then now everything's getting more expensive, but dude, I know people are like, we want Vince back, which I don't, okay? There's a lot of bad Vince did. But it infuriates me because WWE was always supposed to be a wrestling show, a family show. Now, I know a lot. I took my family to go see Survivor Series. And I was happy about that. But the problem is I can only do that with so little because it is starting to become too expensive to be part of a show. Like if I would have took my family with the amount of price that I spent on those seats, I could have had front row seats on the floor at WrestleMania. But instead, I was up on top. So WWE, we gotta cut back on some of these prices. And you know what they did? They tried, and then it showed at WrestleMania because how many deals they were doing, how much discounts they were doing, and all that. And then them trying to bring in celebrities, which failed miserably. It's an issue here, WWE. It's an issue. Pricing and the way you're trying to make us fans be like, oh, damn, there, so and so's gonna be there. We should go. I mean, you advertised John Cena gonna be there, but he wasn't in a match. So why the hell would I go? Just to see John Cena say, "Hey, welcome to WrestleMania." That's it. And then what made it worse is there's no longer bang for your buck anymore in WWE because you're giving us 7-minute matches for a show that you are requesting we pay $40,000 for. That is outrageous. That is robbery without it being robbery. If you want us to pay these prices, then at least have the decency to give us longer matches. Because for us fans who watched it at home, we had nothing but Hulk Hogan documentaries. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know why you kept playing it. Hulk Hogan is not a very popular man right now. He never, ever since he had those problems in real life, no one likes him. You try to have him go out there during the first episode of Netflix, but instead he just got booed out the building. You know what happened? I'm pretty sure people in that arena use that as a bathroom break or to go get food. I'm just telling the truth here because WWE seems to act that we love this stuff. Like, I don't even think wrestlers from the past, like a Stone Cold, like a The Rock, or um, like a Kurt Angle or someone else who can wrestle from back then they can come back and wrestle. They don't even get long matches. You want an example? Look at AJ Lee. She returns, and then she's only given one feud, and the one feud lasted 6 months, and her payoff was only like 6 minutes long. A 6 month feud had a less than 10-minute match with two first ballot Hall of Famers in women. And that is another problem with WWE, which is women's wrestling, which I'm about to get to. Women's wrestling. I already did a video on it, but I can do a brief little thing, okay? I already did the little video on women's wrestling. So if you want to see that, you can see it on my YouTube channel, which I don't think I'm gonna touch on that because I already did a full video on it. So like I said, if you want to see it, then yeah. But I do want to talk about this. The amount of wrestling we're getting is outrageous. Like, yes, I talked about the timing and all that, and then there's no longer bang for your buck. WrestleMania had 7 matches. Yes, that was cool. Keep that into other pay-per-views. We have Backlash coming up. We're going back to 5 matches. That is not worth it. I mean, yes, you give us more time, but I'm pretty sure if Backlash has 5 matches and each match is only under 10 minutes, and the main event only gets like 25 minutes, which is long, but like main event, or if the main event gets only like 15 minutes, outrageous. It's outlandish. And then that's when I think us fans should put our foots down on what WWE can do. Because if we get short matches and nothing but ads, that's already it's just gonna be sad. It sucks being a wrestling fan because in 2020, from 2022, mid 2022, from like SummerSlam to Bad Blood, that was when WWE was at its height. That's when WWE was at its topness. I think the thing that signaled the end of great wrestling is when The Rock returned at Bad Blood, just to go. What the hell was that for? 1, 2, 3, I'm gone. The Rock is gone. 1, 2, 3, the final boss is dead. He's gone now. Is that what that represented? Cause it's sad. Yes, they were doing 5 matches back then too, but I need more wrestling. Like Women's Evolution had 7 matches. Each match phenomenal. Everyone loved it. Even the worst match was like barely was already cool for a Monday Night Raw. And another thing is I want to talk about Monday Night Raw. I'm tired of the segments being the main event. Cause for the past like since this year, I don't think we've had a wrestling match be the main event. Ever since what Roy Rumble? Not even ever since Roy Rumble. Like when are we gonna have a wrestling match be a main event? Because I'm tired of WWE not having wrestlers defend titles on Monday Night Raw, or even on SmackDown this past week. You had Cody Rhodes be the top hour match when he was defending the champion. Or I don't know if he was defending the champion, but he was having a match with someone that we wanted for a long time, just for them to snatch it under the rug, and have Ricky Saints lose. So Ricky Saints can't challenge anymore. Even if he tries, it makes no sense. Just for Gunther to make a return. I don't know. What can you even do with Ricky Saints too? Like, it's sad. And then that's another problem. Booking. WWE. What is your creative team? Your creative team was slandered hard after what we saw on Unreal. Us seeing what outlandish thoughts they had. And even some of the stuff they spoiled, like the Chelsea Green thing where she wins when everyone's out and then only number 30's left and Chelsea Green comes out. Like, that's a fun idea. That's cool. But if it really happened, I'm pretty sure no one's going to be happy about it. Like, I'm sorry, but like some of the stuff that we've seen from creative, it's not cool. Like the releases, we're supposed to expect that Kyrie Sane was never a part of the feud with Io Sky and Asuka with WWE playing with our intelligence. Like, you do long term storytelling, yet instead you never pay it off. I know we were clamoring for long term storytelling for a while, but now that we got it, you can only do it for like a few feuds, maybe like one or two or three maybe. But for every feud, come on, WWE. Stop doing long-term storytelling and just pull the trigger. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. It was hot. It was amazing. We were all waiting for that Theory face turn. Just for you to pull from him way too long till we got injured. This Oscar and Io thing, you waited too long. Now one of the main parts of the feud is gone. The New Day, when they turned heel, you waited and waited. You didn't even pull the trigger for them to like win the tag titles or first like something good important to happen. You waited and nothing good happened. It's super infuriating with long-term storytelling and the current booking. I hate to say it, but we might have to pull the trigger and release some of those creative members and clean house and bring out some new people. Because I've seen YouTubers have better ideas than actual creative, okay? I'm pretty sure there's like a few people who watch from home that have better creative ideas than actual creative, and it's sad when your fans have better ideas than you guys, and yet you don't want to act on them because you think you're the bosses, you think you know what's best for business when you have fans online telling you what they want. It's sad when you say people say, "Oh, we know what's good." Yeah, I'm looking at you, Hunter. Backlash. It's infuriating. It's sad. And especially with these corporate yes men now. I know we made in WWE, they made the joke back then, like corporate yes men, but I think corporate yes men is back and it's bad because we have TKO, the yes men, interfering in creative to where they had Pat McAfee join in and all that, and they had celebrities get involved. No one wanted that. All the fans were mad. Look what happened. Now they're gone. Now those celebrities that enjoyed wrestling, those were real wrestling fans, by the way. Those celebrities, Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll, they left because the fans didn't like him. They hated him. So if I were to go to WWE and the fans started booing me and saying like, "We don't want you here," wouldn't you leave? If you were in WWE, would you be a Jelly Roll or a Pat McAfee and leave, or would you rather be a little Yachty and stay there and be hated? Granted, I think Jelly Roll's gonna return this Saturday for Backlash. A Backlash. But I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna end it on the final note, which is WWE is getting too real. Okay, I know everyone calls WWE fake and all that. Yes, it is a stunt show. It is a live, active stunt show that yes is predetermined. So therefore, people say it is not a sport because it is predetermined and all that, and they say it's acting and it's fake. Like, yeah, sometimes they throw fake punches, but like some of those land, but sometimes, and then you do a flip. You jump off a rope and do a crazy move like someone like you do. If you can, if I hear someone say wrestling is fake, I tell them then do um, Leon Slater's move, and then you can tell me more on why you think it's fake. If you can do that, I'll listen to you. If you can take a move, if you can fall from the top of a ladder and then fall through tables, I'll listen to you. Take a chair shot to the head, I'll listen to you on your explanation on WWE being fake. But that is not what I'm talking about. WWE is becoming too real in the fact that WWE Unreal ruined the company so much. It gave away the secrets, and I don't think anyone wanted that. Like, legitimately, who wanted that? The corporate yes men? TKO? That ruined a lot of things because now the wrestlers who are, like, God bless MJF, Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio for keeping kayfabe alive. Because those are, like, some of the three that I see still trying to keep it alive. If there's any more, tell me down in the comments. But those three try to keep it alive and Liv, like, actually posting a line about Dom and then all that and everything together and all that. And MJF acting like his character in person too. Whether or not that's his character or if that's actually him. Because if we say your character in WWE is just you turned up 10 times. But it got to the point where people in wrestling are just like getting into dirt sheets and finding out stuff before the wrestlers do. Like, you remember when Zelina Vega was released? That one guy was the one who spoiled it before Zelina Vega even knew. So us fans found out before even the wrestlers found out. So us fans are getting too much in depth into it. Like, just sit back and enjoy the show instead of trying to be a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just enjoy the show than try to be a part of it. It's infuriating now because I loved when WWE was amazing and like wonderful because especially from a child standpoint, like I don't see any characters in WWE right now that are like amazed for children. WWE is not even a children's show anymore. It's a sport for men now. That's the problem. Is TKO is trying to turn WWE from a children's sport mixed with men and women and little girls to just being an adult show basically now. Because I don't know any character that's like not none than themselves. Is there even a character that's like a supernatural being or has any type of like craziness or coolness? Like the only things I can think of is Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley in NXT, and that's it. Everyone else is just themselves basically. But yeah, that's the video. Please like, subscribe, and tell me down in the comments your problems with WWE. But that's the video. Goodbye, my fellow friendies.